Starting today's episode by jumping into a crucial situation against the Brewers. We've lost the first game of the series, lost our first game of July. Gilberto Celestinos is up to try to bring us back in the 7th inning of this game. Leads off with a base hit to score a run. Up next is Brian Hayes, 1 for 3 on the day. Runners at first and second. And another base hit. That will tie the game. And we're safe at third. Woo, I thought we were going to be out there. Hayes with the clutch hit. That brings up Jared Triolo. Base runners on the corners, 1 out. And another base hit. And we'll hold the runners at third, but it is now 5-4 Pittsburgh. That brings up Brian Reynolds with still 1 out. Is that going to stay fair? What an inning. When the bats are hot, the bats are hot. And now Henry Davis is up. He's 0 for 3 today, but as we've documented in the recent episodes, he is the hottest player on the team. Averages at .322, even with going 0 for 3 today. 18 home runs on the season. Up to 60 RBIs. We finally get a batter retired here in the 7th. Should probably look at our bullpen. That brings up Christian Walker, who has been on somewhat of a hot streak himself lately. 1 for 2 today. He's got his average up to .254. Swings at a high fastball, fouled off. This is a beautiful ballpark. I need to go to it in person. Christian Walker with an opposite field home run. Get out of town, 9-4. That brings up O'Neal Cruz, 1 for 3 today. Averages up to .270. Ground ball gets by the first baseman there. Another base hit. Wyatt Langford up to bat now. Runner at first for him. Man, everything's going our way that was not the last few months. I thought that was going to be fair, too. A lot of players in hot streaks. I think that is helping out. The team's feeding off each other. 9-4. Big 8-run inning here. Wow. 1-2 count. Another base hit. That brings up Edward Olivares, 2 for 3 today. Just a guy we got to keep on the field. Got to get him some more at-bats somehow. Bad throw. Keeps the inning alive. Celestinos up again here. No, that's just not nice. Oh, I didn't mean to, oh. That was my fault. 10-4. And we'll go ahead and return to simulation on that. Looks like Gonzalez got the win, and we ended up putting up 5 more runs. This team's, it's not just me batting. This team's on fire. Let's look at the box score on this thing. Henry Davis, the only one not to get a hit, and everyone else got at least 2 hits. Everyone else got RBIs except for Langford and Davis. What a game. We had home runs from Reynolds and Walker, but RBIs, 3 from Reynolds, 1 from Walker, 2 from Hayes, Cruz with 1, 2 from Celestino, 4 from Triolo, and 2 from Olivares. Oh. Avedo gave up 2 runs, did not get the win, only went 4 1/3. Gonzalez got the win. Holderman with 2 2/3 to close out the game. Didn't give up a hit. And jumping into another situation to try to win the series against the Brewers. That's a hard hit ball over the right fielder's head for a double. That brings up Jared Triolo, who's 0 for 3 today, with a runner in scoring position here in the 8th inning with no outs. Fouls off a splitter. That one's up the middle. Should we send him? We're gonna. Throw's got to be online to get him out. It is not. 3-2. Triolo with an RBI to take the lead. Salas on the mound. Let's bring in the setup man, Castro. Since we've made this change, the team's been on fire. He has 8 holds already. His ERA 1.04. 23 games pitched, 26 innings. This guy's having a season. Just a great sinker. No fastball. He's got a sinker. He's got a slider. Ground ball to Bay. Fields it. Over to Walker. 1 out. He's also got a circle change. Those are the 3 pitches that Castro has in his arsenal. They've been used pretty effectively so far this year. Having the best year of his career by far. Another ground ball to Bay. 2 away. And an 0-1 pitch. 2 outs. That's a foul ball. Chance to put him away here. Get him to chase the slider. And he does. That'll take us to the 9th. 3-2 ball game. Wyatt Langford. 269. 3 home runs. 20 RBIs. He's been in and out of the lineup. Got to figure out what we got here. Do we have a future star? Do we have just a future average player that is a good starter for a team and is just a nice role player? Is this defense ever going to be good enough for us to trust him in right field every day? I know I would like to get somebody else out there with a better arm. Fouls that off. 1-2. But he's still young. We still have time to figure out if we're going to develop him. And he's one of these guys that we thought we got a steal on. And so far, he has delivered. Can't be too upset about him. Still very young and a lot of time for him to develop. But that brings up Endy Rodriguez. Might have called him Eddie earlier in the episode. I apologize if I did. And Endy doesn't like the fact that I called him Eddie. 5-2. Now, this is something that we got a couple weeks yet before we have to really think about this. Maybe a month or so. But when Kirilloff comes back, what are we going to do with this lineup? Is it Langford or Bay that's going to end up leaving the lineup? And I feel like Bay's been way more valuable. Triolo's been pretty valuable. So maybe we'll platoon Langford and Kirilloff. Finally getting to the point where there's some tough decisions that involve deciding on who's going to get playing time and who's not. And not just playing the best players that we have and hoping and wishing they were better. So I think that's good. I think that's a good trend for the rest of the series. But we are down after a strikeout by Bay. Andy does give us a 5-2 lead. And the closer comes in. 13 saves, 23 opportunities. That's 6 blown saves this year. Just not going to be good enough. So we will be looking for a long-term solution at the closer. I don't think we're quite to the position where we would talk about being buyers. I know we talked about that a little bit last episode. Going to try to just close out this season with the team intact as it is. Might move a few players for prospects, but we are definitely not buyers yet. 2 quick outs here. Hayes can get this one and make it 2 outs. He does. Is that what, 4 pitches thrown? 3 pitches thrown. Blows the 99-mile-an-hour pass Terang there. Try the curveball. Mix up the pitches. That is low. 1-1. And the splitter on the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. 1-2. 1 pitch away from taking another series against a division rival. And now we're getting to the point where these are games we should be winning. Teams we should take 2 out of 3 against. We have a better record than them. Our closer still gives up the long ball. It is 5-3 now. That's a deep shot to center. Ground ball to Bay. Over to first to end the game and win the series. Pirates are still streaking. Kinda. I guess they did have a loss there. And taking a look at the box score here, we have Triolo with 2 hits. Reynolds, Cruz, Hayes, Langford with 1 hit. Rodriguez with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Reynolds also had 2 RBIs. Skeens came into this game, pitched 5 innings, gave up 10 hits and 2 runs. We did come from behind, so Gonzalez gets another win. Castro with a hold. Arebu with his 18th save. The Diamondbacks have offered us a trade. They want Christian Walker back. What in the world? Okay, for Max Kepler, who name I butchered last episode. What is Kepler? Is he he's a right fielder that can play first base. He's 32 years old. His contract is $7.5 million. He's having a bad year. You know, it's funny. This trade to me almost is like, get us out of this contract. But do you mess with the team right now? I don't think you can mess with the team. So first base wise, you bring up Eldridge from Double A. I don't think so, even though he's having a hot year. Do you bring up Mayo back, who's having a great run in Triple A, 11 home runs, 39 RBIs, 303. Everything's improving. He's up to 72 overall. Does Franz come up, who's having a pretty good year in AAA as well? 11 home runs, 53 RBIs, 295 batting average. And I mean, what do you do here? What do we have for an outfield? Any of these have first base on them? Don't think so. We do have Rodriguez, but we did that last year. We want to do that again. I don't think so. I mean, Kepler could come over and play first base for sure, but it's just a silly trade. Diamondbacks trying to get Walker back. We could get out of a 10 million deal, get a guy who is an expiring contract, which we were kind of wanting to do with Walker anyways. I was thinking about trading him, to be honest. We're going to hold off on that. Let's go ahead and simulate this series against the Phillies. We win the first one. Phillies take the second one. And then we have scouting. Let's take a look at this. There's a couple guys in here that we added that I wanted to get some information on. So he was later in the draft than the other closer we looked at. He's showing number 20 on our board. Walks could improve. Home runs could improve. Pitch control could also improve, but it's projected to be pretty good the older he gets. He's just out of high school. I want to finish his profile. Then we have Tom Goss here, a left fielder. Everything's looking outstanding except for his fielding. I don't understand. We'll have to get the rest of this profile. Only 25% done here. I don't get why he's 77 on the board. I mean, you look at those stats, he's going to be pretty good. So this is somebody that we're definitely going to keep an eye out for. Left fielder. And then also we have Joe Stewart. Just something about him was interesting to me. And now that we've gotten an update on it, I'm just not too sure about it. We got a good fielder here. Arm accuracy needs some help. Reaction's pretty good. Everything else is just kind of average. So I can see why he's 119th on the board. He's 22 years old, so he's already a little bit older. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We'll go ahead and cancel that and switch this to, this is going to be our position one. We're going to scout. Oh man, what do we do? What do we do? This is the part I need to get better at. Jude McCarthy is somebody I am interested in scouting now. Could he be a DH? Probably. I'm guessing his presence stats are not an 8 contact and 20 contact. His overall could be a 42. But the power stats look like they're going to be good to start with. Speed and stealing is going to be good to start with. Ideal for somebody you want in the outfield with that speed. Fielding looks terrible. He'll need a lot of time to make that up, and we would really need to focus on that with his training if this is somebody we ended up drafting. These other two, I want to get the rest of their information. This is the last week of scouting. Like I said a while ago, I think it's going to be a rough one for us draft-wise. Phillies do beat us on the next day. They've taken 2 out of 3 so far, and the Phillies do take 3 out of 4. Moves us to 47 and 45. Pirates do beat the Tigers on the next day. And then we split with the Tigers. Viewing the box score of this game against the Cardinals, Jared Jones, 9 innings, 8 hits, no runs, 2 walks. The boys arrived. The boy has arrived. Now, this is a very important series as it is a team that we are behind in the standings right now. Taking all 3 here, going into the All-Star break, leading into the draft seems to be pretty important to me. 2.5 games behind them. That's exactly who we need to catch in the standings. The Phillies are another team. I guess we should have featured those games a little bit better, but they did take 3 out of 4. So the next thing we're going to do is jump into this game. Mitch Keller versus Steven Matz. Shoot. I hit the wrong button. We're not jumping in this game, but it is time for the draft. We're going to get prepared for that. So I need to slow down. We're going to add some people to the board and then we will go over them. So after scouting Edgar Ramirez, he's jumped to number 2 on our board. We pick 43rd. I just don't know if he's going to make it. So I am going to move him up to the top, and then Joel here is going to go there as well, who I feel like is our top prospect. I don't know if he's going to get to us, but that's who I am interested in. As a closer, Ramirez would be nice. We probably need that more Gosh, it's going to be tough, but I really, really like this kid here. Can play second and third base as well. Lacks power, but we get everything we need. We get some speed, we get some stealing, we get decent fielding. Could use some work on that. Out of the gate, he's almost ready for the big leagues when it comes to contact hitting. Oof. Let's get started. Some other players here. Let's look at these for a minute. Jude McCarthy is one that we talked about, and his numbers are looking a little bit better. I'm putting him on the board. If he's available in the third round, we'll take him. Not that super interested in him. Stewart as well. He's somebody that I think would be a long-term project. He's 22 years old. That's something to think about. If he's there late, we'll go with him. We got Mosin here, who looks decent for a late draft reliever, so we're keeping an eye on him since we might be the only team that's aware of him. Elton Mendez here looks pretty solid. All of his numbers look pretty good. He could be ready for us out of the bullpen pretty quickly if we can get him potentially in the third round. Robbie Dobby, if he's available in the second round, we're absolutely going to be picking Robbie Dobby as a relief pitcher. We're going to move him up on our board, actually, just because of that. We didn't mean to swap. Blanco's another one that just, if we could get him, it would be nice. I just don't think he's going to be there for us. But he is a non-rated player that we have at 55, so I'm going to put him up there a little bit after Robbie Dobby. Let's go to the draft. Let's see who's number 1 overall. And who do the White Sox get? Ryan Rhodes. He was 25th on our board, second on the MLB board. Very good. Richie Castillo. Okay, so this is a guy that we had number 1 on our board. Okay. Giants do take him. And at number 3, we have the A's take Joe George, starting pitcher, who is 6 on our board. We did not scout George, so we do have this decision here. Is he going to be available to us in the second round? We need him more. Oh, man. I'm going to risk it. We're drafting Joel. Okay, he is not available. Polanco is. Mendez is at 45. Okay, so nobody really there. Okay, so he's the best prospect that we scouted. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this draft. I'm going to take a risk that Polanco is going to be there later on. Joe Stewart is here. He might be there later. In Mendez, I'm going to risk taking Mendez in the next round. And we're going to go after Eric Baxter here, even though we don't have a lot of information about him. It might be a little bit of a stretch, but we need relief pitching. At the 70th pick, we have Sanchez on our board. Walks are a little low. Bruce here, not bad. Buddy Shepard, relief pitcher. Hits per 9, not very good. Walks, struggles there. Goss, left fielder. This would be pretty early to take Goss, and he opted out. But I'm going to do it. Tom Goss. We are at pick 82. Blanco's still there. Bruce is still there. Shepard. Where do we have projected 119? I think we go one more round. 98. Yeah, I'm going to go Mendez here. 72 to 85. That's pretty good for a reliever. Now we're at 112, which is right around the range when Stewart's going to go. I just have a feeling about him. Let's go ahead and draft him. 87 to 92. So we're going to get at minimum an 87 potential. And here we're going to go with Polanco. And 6th round here. Yeah, Elmore was number 2 on our board. Now he's 112. Could be anywhere from 68 to 80 potential. He is showing up as injured. I think we were going to go with Mosing here instead. We could go with Joe White, even though we didn't scout him. Yeah, we'll go with Glenn. He opted out, though. And that'll do it for our draft. So we get Glenn Mosin, Juan Polanco, Joe Stewart, Elton Mendez, Tom Goss, Eric Baxter, and Joel Gehringer. That concludes our second draft ever. We'll do a full game here with Avedo versus the Cardinals. Taking on the Cardinals today, they're 52-45. We are 50-46. Winning this game before the All-Star break will bring us within a half game of the wild card. The Cardinals are the team we are trying to catch. Oviedo 9-3 this year, 111 innings pitched, 3.47 ERA, 1.27 WHIP. Pirates in the throwback uniforms facing off against the Cardinals. Tommy Edman up to bat to start the game. Strike one. Ground ball to Cruz. Flips it over to Walker, one away. Ground ball to Walker. Plays it at first. Beats Goldschmidt there. Okay, Brian Hayes leads off the game. 20 home runs. Career high already. We're a day away from the All-Star break. What a year for Hayes so far. Fouls off the first pitch. Way behind that 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And there's number 21. Leadoff home run for Hayes. Second on the Pirates with 9 stolen bases this year. I really wish you could set up strategies when simulating and have the team be a little more aggressive on stealing, or have certain players be able to be more aggressive on stealing in situations. Kind of like a game plan. But there's a fly ball to left field. One away. There's a look at today's lineup. McCutcheon is playing for Langford. Everyone else is the same for the left-handed lineup. Celestino is batting 9th. Olivares 8th. That's the lineup we've been going with, and here he is. Brian Reynolds. We've kind of glossed over how good of a season he's been having because of the emergence of Henry Davis. But Brian Reynolds is having an MVP-type season. He is leading the league in home runs with 27. He is like number 2. Oh, is that going to stay fair? It's not. He's number 2 in RBIs and number 3 in batting average. Front runner for the MVP right now. We've really glossed over that storyline because of Henry Davis, and the second half of the season, we got to focus on it. Second year here running the Pirates, and we have an MVP candidate. 1-2 count to Reynolds. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2, pitching around him. You can see Davis with 18 home runs and 63 RBIs. Just a couple guys here between Hayes, Reynolds, and Davis, all having career years. Davis is really setting the standard, hopefully, for his career at this point. 3-2 pitch. A little early on that, but Reynolds gets it all. 2-0. Home run number 28. And speaking of Davis, here he is, 309 on the year, 2-0 Pirates. And Davis is 6th in the National League with his batting average. Just takes a couple players like this to really help. And the RBIs are up, the runs scored are up. 2-1 count. Pops up to the catcher, 2 away, if that stays in play. And it does. Christian Walker, 4th in All-Star votes for first base. Not bad. Having a pretty decent season. $10 million a year, you'd like a little bit more out of him. But we'll take what we can get at this point. That trade offer was pretty hilarious. I do have Walker on the trading block. That's why that did pop up. Sawinski's another player that I have placed on the block. I'm not 100% sure I want to move him yet, but we'll see if we get any offers. There's a deep fly ball by Walker. Is this 3 solo home runs in the first inning? It is. Gosh, this team is on fire. His 16th of the year. O'Neal Cruz. Opposite field. Over his head. Cruz cruising into second base. And that brings up Andrew McCutcheon. He's 182 on the season. Swings through a changeup, 0-1. See, he's got 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Not a ton of at-bats this year. Thought we'd throw him in this game, give Langford a rest. His energy was pretty low. But selfishly, I kind of hope he retires after this year so we don't have him for 1 more year. But that'll retire the side. But 3-0 Pirates. Let's go. Nolan Gorman to lead off. Line drive to Cruz. He cannot cleanly field it, but recovers. 1 out. And that brings up Gilberto. 254, 1 home run, 9 RBIs, batting 9th. I'm fine with his average. It's actually higher than Sawinski's, and that's one of the things we're looking at was we get improved defense. The power that we're supposed to get from Zawinski has never came, so Celestino is winning out for that position because of his ability to play the field better. And here's Ke'Bryan Hayes with a solo home run today, average up to 294. That's a ground ball. Shortstop, nice play there. We'll double him up. Oh, but he's safe at first. We'd outrun it, Hayes. You know, Chirillo is having a good year. Second on the team in hits with 111, right behind Reynolds. Is he the long-term DH? Is he the long-term second baseman? For the part of the young core, he's right up there in the same age as Hayes and Reynolds and them. He's in his mid to late 20s. I believe he's 27. Actually, let's check that now. He's 27. Reynolds is 30. Hayes is 28. Cruz is 27. And then you get the 25s in Davis, 23 in Langford, 26 in Sawinski, 25 in Bay, 24 in Gonzalez. And then Olivares is older in 29. So, you know, looking at the young core, we got a good difference in ages. I was a little concerned that we had a lot the same age, because we do have a lot of, you know, 24, 25-year-olds, but that's not a problem. Is that going to get down for a little blue pin? It is. Nice hit on a 3-1 pitch. First and second brings up the MVP candidate. Just gets under that one. It almost was a 6-run game. That retires the side. That brings up Buddy Kennedy, runner at second. The Cardinals have a threat on base. Runner in scoring position. Now, one of the things I want to do a little bit better job of is paying attention to the speed of the runners to know, you know, what do we have? We get a bloop single. We're probably going to be able to hold this guy to third base. So you'd focus on also holding the runner to a single and not let them stretch it out to a double. 1-1 count. Oh, he swings at that inside. 1-2. Like that right here. If he goes, we gun him. But the throw wasn't perfect. Cut it off. Throw it. He's in there. Oh. Oh, should we have cut that off? Just what we're talking about. Bloop single past Cruz. Reynolds comes up to throw him out. We saw the red, so we cut it off. How close was this? Oh, he's in there. Cardinals are doing a real good job fighting back here. First and second. 2 outs to Goldschmidt. 2-0 count. Ground ball to Walker. Goldschmidt grounds out twice to his former teammate, Christian Walker. Pirates on the series, 17 hits, 7 home runs. So we had 4 home runs leading into today. And Davis tries to get another one. And he does. Swings through it, strikes him out. 2 away. Andrew McCutchen up again here in the 3rd inning. It's good to get him some playing time, though. Just struggling to get hits at this age, though. Contact still 56 against lefties. And he gets hit. That'll get him on base. I think he's been hit the most in this franchise. At least when I'm playing. Olivares up to bat, 0 for 1, 2 outs. Swings at it inside, change up, fouls it off. He's throwing a lot of circle changes in this at bat. Makes it a full count. And that's just foul. 3-2 again. Another towering foul ball. Pitch number 10 incoming. That's something we've been doing a little different. It doesn't show in all the highlights, but we've been getting the pitch count a lot higher in these at-bats. I thought that was way high. He strikes out looking. But Henry Davis makes it a 3-run ball game. I just like hitting with him. I just do. Almost hit the foul pole there. We'll take the home run, 5-1. Ground ball gets past Oviedo for a single. Hard hit ground ball. Hayes cannot play it cleanly. Both runners will advance. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Another hard ground ball. Reynolds comes up with it. They hold the runner at third this time. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Rutrow, tie and run, comes up to the plate. Lars Nootbaar. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Oviedo in some trouble here. Nobody out. Bases loaded jam. Take a little bit of a miracle to get out of this without giving up a run. I think you set your aim on giving up one at minimum here. Maybe a pop fly sacrifice and then a ground ball double play. That misses outside. 2-2. And another tough play. We do get an out there, though. 2-5. Everything's just been out of the reach of the players. That's going to score 2 runs. 5-4. Time to get the bullpen warming up. Another just... Everything's the same right now. Throw is offline, otherwise Goldschmidt's out at third. McCutcheon a little hurting us there in the outfield. Just got out of control here. Still got the lead, though. Little double play would be nice. These division rivalries, they're tough. Swings through it, strikes him out. 2 away. Can we get out of this jam still with the lead? Swings through the first pitch. Slider 0-1 on Walker. Catches the quarter there, 0-2. Strike away from getting out of this with still having the lead. Walker does not bite at that. He thought about it. Fouls off an inside pitch. 1-2. 1-2 curveball hits a Walker. That'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. 4-5. Pittsburgh. And we'll bring in Castro. Which was, I mentioned this last episode, what a surprise this guy was. 127 ERA through 26 outings here. 11 holds for him now. 28 innings pitched. Can he handle the workload we're going to throw at him the second half of the year? We'll see, and that'll be key. The back end of this bullpen's really going to be key in my opinion, if we're going to pull off this wild card. 20,000 in attendance today. The word needs to get out there at Pittsburgh. This team's good. Arenado faces a 2-2 pitch here. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Circle change. Can we get him? Ground ball to Cruz. We're going to have to hustle on this one. Oh, 14 speed. No hustling needed. Jordan Walker's 1 for 3 today. This is someone we're going to have to deal with probably the rest of the franchise. He's just going to get better. 1-1 pitch. Swings through it. Triolo fields it. Throw over to Walker. 2 away. Top of the 8th. That brings up Wilson Contreras. That's a strike, but 0-1 count. To Cruz. Fields it smoothly over to Walker. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. We head to the bottom of the 8th with a 6-4 lead. How long do we wait before Castro becomes the closer? Do we go back to Ferguson, Loaiziga in the 7-8 and put Castro in the closer and just move on from Arebu? Maybe we do that just because I have a hard time saying his name. Here's Key Brian Hayes, 2 for 4 with a home run, a single, RBI. 21 home runs this year, career high. Whew. These bats. That's out of here. 8-4. Where was this last season? Perfect timing, perfect contacts. Nothing you can do about that. Give him the sword. 109 exit velocity, home run number 22 on the year. His bat now equals his glove. Look at that. 441 feet, 108 exit velocity. Upper deck shot. Perfect, perfect. Player stats. Reynolds, we got... He's batting .314, 28 home runs, 74 RBIs. 73 RBIs. That was not foreshadowing there. 3 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. On base percentage 375. Slugging 618. OPS 993. His WAR's got to be high. Yeah, 3.6. Already ties. His career high was 6.4. He should be on pace to beat that this year. Or come close to it. Isolated power here. 304. That's insane. That is insane. Here he is. 1 for 4 today. Listen to the fans. Stay out of the double play. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Is that number 29 or 20? I've lost track. I've lost track. That's off the wall. Yeah, we'll hold him at third. I thought it was out of here. My bad, Triolo. He should have scored. 25th double of the year. Henry Davis 1 for 4. Ground ball eats up Arenado. RBI 9-4 Pittsburgh. Those are the things Davis has been doing too, not just hitting the long ball. Getting some good plays like this, everything. The ball's just bouncing our way right now, and you got to think. Hot streaks and cold streaks are a thing. We're playing above our pay grade. We're playing above our skill set right now. Where will it table out, though? Where will it plateau? Walker lines out this time. 2 outs. Cruz coming up here. 2 for 4 today. Yeah, you know the drop's coming. It's just how bad will the drop be? How bad will the losing streak be? That's what we're going to find out here in late July, probably early August is my guess, as the season gets a little older. Runners at first, second, 2 outs, 0-1 pitch. Fouls that off, 1-1. 2 for 4. Average is at 272 at this point. Hard hit up the middle. Can we make it a 10-run game? We do. 10 runs for us, 4 for them. McCutcheon up to bat with 2 outs in the 8th. Another hard hit single there. Advances. Cruz to third. Runners on the corners. 11-4 Pittsburgh. What a development. I wanted him to make the opening day roster. He was unable to. He's been playing his butt off. That'll retire the side, though. 11-4 Cardinals. No, 11-4 Pittsburgh. We are going to bring in Ferguson here. We're going to give our closer the day off. Get a little bit more action here for Ferguson. I haven't been pitching him much. I'm sure the CPU has been when we're simulating. He's at 31 innings pitched, I believe, is what I just saw there. 0-2 counts. Fouls that one off. Burleson up to bat. Try the 0-2 pitch here for the 4th time. Strikes him out. Try the cutter. Triolo gonna field that. He does. Spins around, throws the Walker. We are 1 out away from pulling within a half game of the wild card. Strike 1 on the corner. And that one catches the corner of the plate just by a string there. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Try the cutter low. That's going to be a bloop base hit to Reynolds. Cardinals are still alive, down by 7 runs. 1-2 pitch. Swings through the slider. Pirates win 11-4. Now, what can you say about this team? Triolo, everyone hit this game. Everyone hit. 18 hits, 11 runs scored. Way to lead in to the All-Star break. And for the first time in this series, we will be heading to the home run derby with Reynolds being the 4 here. 4 seed. I'll let you know right now. I don't do well at the home run derby. All right, here's our competition. Ronald Acuna Jr. And his last pitch here. Is that one going to get out for number 14? It does. All right. We know the number we got to get to. Average exit velocity, 105. Here he is, 316, 28 home runs, 73 RBIs on the season. Gonna bat left here. All right. Wish me luck.
Representing the Pittsburgh Pirates,
Didn't even swing at the first pitch. Oh no, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. Early. Okay. I don't know why I struggle with this. There's one. Stay fair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's number 2. That one did. Oh, that stupid wall. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. Leave the park. 463 feet. All right, we got to get that bonus time. That was close. I didn't like that one. All right, when to use the timeout here? I think I'm going to do it at about 1:30. We only have 4 home runs, though. We got to pick this up. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Chris. Six home runs. That's gonna go foul, dang it. That one's short. All right, we got the bonus time. 2 minutes remaining. I think we gotta wait till 1:30 to take the timeout, though, to get our energy back. We're tied, or we're halfway to his pace right now. Falling behind, though. All right, timeout here. Timeout. Oh. All right. There's number 9. Stay up, stay up, stay up. That will. Nice. Number 10. Is that going to carry? It does. Or 11. There's 12. All right, I think we got the timing down on this pitcher. There's 13. Yeah, we got him timed up. Didn't like that one. 6 in a row, though. That's foul. Oh, come on. Wanted to win this without the bonus time, but getting tired. Tied it up. All right, we're at 14. We just need one more. Is that going to carry? No. We're in bonus time. This is scary. Come on, come on. Get enough. Get enough. It does. We advance to the next round. So here's what we're looking at. We have Seager versus Reynolds and Ohtani versus Judge. And we get a lead off here. So apparently we got the easiest matchup there because we only had 15 to advance. Everyone else had more. There's our first one. Oh, stay up, stay up. Come on. Get that timing back here. All right. That 451 is going to help. Can this one get us bonus time? Oh, not enough. 3 home runs. Seager's got to hit like 23, though, isn't he? Come on, I got to swing. I got to swing. I can't do that. Can't waste time. All right, we need... Oh, we do have bonus time. All right, now we just got to focus on hitting these. Not like that. There's number 8. 480. Yeah, a little early on that swing. Here's number 11 for Reynolds. Ah. Let's do 2 more swings and then we'll call the timeouts. Yep, we need it. 15 so far, right? 11 so far. 15 was last round. Okay, we need to pick it up. There's 13. And 14. Is that 15? Yes. Okay. Just changing the location on me. Come on. 16. I was really hoping to get to 20. I think we're going to get eliminated here. Just running out of gas. That should be 17, though. Can we get 2 more here? Come on, 1 more pitch. Oh, 17 home runs. Let's see how Seager does here. He starts off with a moonshot. Barely gets out, though. Okay, he's starting hot. That's 2 already. Fouls that one off, kind of. Seager's hot. 4 home runs in 40 seconds. 5 home runs in 50. 6 home runs. Oh, that one must have gone foul. All right. Cooling off a little bit. He's got the bonus time. We're out of this. He's just hit 7 straight home runs. 8 straight home runs. He hit 8 straight. Frickin' Seager. With a minute to go, he's going to tie us. There it is. He's got a minute and a half to hit 1 home run. He doesn't use any of it. Seager advances. He probably would have hit 30 in that round. Judge gets 19. So we have Ohtani versus Seager. National League versus American League. Just about halfway through Ohtani's round here. He is at 5 home runs. Make that 6. Does not have the bonus secured yet, but I think he probably will in one of these next ones, like that one. Oh, just 3 feet short. There's number 8 on the short one. Minute 27 to go. Minute to go for Ohtani. He's sitting at 9. Still hasn't unlocked the bonus time. Cooling off here. There's number 10. There's 11. I think Seager's got this easily, unless he's cooled off as well. Ohtani needs a deep shot here to get that bonus time. I don't think 13 or 14 is going to be enough. He gets 12. Seager needs 13 to win. He's going to go on one of those 8-in-a-row streaks. I feel it. There's 1. Seager has unlocked the bonus. He's halfway to tying Ohtani already. Make that a little more than half. He's got 3 minutes to do it. The American League's going to take the home run derby this time. It seems like it, unless Seager just completely runs out of gas here. 2 minutes to go, plus the bonus time. He needs 5 home runs. There's number 1. The 9 total. 4 to go. 3 to go. 2 to go. 1 to go. Is this one going to be it? Corey Seager going to be the 2025 Home Run Derby champion? He is. I don't understand. Someone tell me, how do I play the All-Star game? Looking at the voting here, Davis does make it. Can we even look at the score of that? Can't even see the box score. Okay. 1-0 though was the score there, American League. So I wanted to jump into this as we look at the awards right now. Ronald Acuna has passed us. Before that game and before the All-Star break, Reynolds was on top there. But look how 80 RBIs for Acuna Jr. This is going to be interesting. We have somebody in the running. And for the batting title, he's in the running. Rookie of the Year, still don't see our guy in there, but Reynolds, the Hank Aaron Award, is in the running for that. Golden Glove, we do not have our catcher. Christian Walker is number 3 at first base for Golden Glove. Hayes is number 1. That'd be awesome. Nobody at shortstop. Nobody in the outfield. Then we have Henry Davis for the Silver Slugger Award right now. Hayes is trying to climb into the Silver Slugger Award for third base. O'Neal Cruz for shortstop. That's awesome. Reynolds for the outfield. As far as the American League, it looks like Judge right now, Seager, and Ramirez are in the running for MVP. Cy Young is John Gray. Aaron Judge, batting title. Seawald looking at the reliever of the year. Maybe we should have picked him up. Man, I just thought he was too old. Young here. Seager, the Hank Aaron Award. I'll just scroll through these here and let you guys take a look. Just getting, try to keep track of the entire league. We're not just keeping track of us. Slow down the video and take a look at all those if you like. And looking at all-star voting, Zach Gallen here. I thought, oh no, we did not get a starting pitcher. Only one relief pitcher, huh? Interesting. Lots of closers. Then we have Davis. Look, Pete Alonso wanted to look into this. How is his season going? 237, 11 home runs, 38 RBIs, but he makes... Christian Walker's having a better year. Second base, nobody there. Third base, nobody there. Shortstop, Reynolds gets into the outfield. And those were our only 2. I wanted to see if there's any reserves that made it, and it doesn't look like it. I think it's time to check in on the standings of our AAA squad. The Indians are in first place by 1 game. AA, the Curve, are in first place by 5 games. I was going to try to get through the month of July in this episode, and so we could see the player ratings and all the signed draft picks. I don't think that would be wise at this point. I think we want to slow down a little bit and focus on this team as they are really tracking towards something. Elton Mendez, let's try to get him signed. He has a high interest in us. We'll go 7-10. He has declined. That's unfortunate. Who else can we offer to right away? Joe Stewart. We'll offer him 577. He's declined as well. And then let's see, Polanco here. Let's see if we can get anybody signed on the first day. No. All right, so these guys' interests are higher. We're going to remove them from this section. Take a look. Who have we not offered to? Joe Stewart we did. Let's see if we can get Mosen in here. It's going to be tough, apparently. All right, we will start focusing on gaining the interest on Joel, gaining the interest on Baxter, and gaining the interest on Goss. Series against Washington, we'll go ahead and skip through these or simulate through these. We win 10-5. Bats are still hot. The next day, we win 8-6. Where does that put us in the standings? We have passed. We are now a game and a half in the wild card run. Did not see this coming, guys. Let's see. Let's try. Let's see if we can get our number 1 pick. We're going to give him $6.16 million, and he's declined. So we're going to let the interest bake on these guys. Let's go ahead and remove for a second these 2 and try to do the offers on these higher ones. Polanco. We're going to go up to 500,000 there. Got him signed. And we get Mendez to sign. That's good. See if we can get Joe Stewart to sign. He's declined. Okay. Mosen here. He has signed. Now let's get these interests increasing. Yeah, we'll focus on these 3 to start here. Finish off this series. Oh my goodness. Brian Reynolds has torn his calf. Out 2 to 3 months. Gonna miss Most likely the rest of the season. Yes, I would like to stop simulating, even though we're on a 6-game winning streak. 6 games behind the Reds. 2 games ahead of the Giants in the wild card. Oh, this is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. Having an MVP season, 28 home runs. Tears his calf. That's where we're going to end this episode. We'll make the roster move. We'll sign the rest of the rookies. But we'll catch you on the next episode.